Coming up on the episode this week, we are working on the ultimate wearable flight pack system that we've dubbed the Drone Pack. That's right, it is a jetpack, a flight pack, 170 kV VTOL motors, 26-inch propellers, and on the episode we're constructing the frame, we're welding it up, and it all starts on the episode right now. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so here we are. Okay, here we are at H&R Drone Racing HQ. I'm Harry. And I'm Richard, and this is the Drone Pack. This is the mock-up version, because of course we're fabricating the real thing. On the last episode we were working on the aluminium frame version, and we were just working on the right-hand side, so we'd be jumping in where we left off. That's right, into the world of TIG welding. Yes, exciting stuff, and we haven't done it for like 20 years, but we're getting back into it for this exciting project, so it's going to be fun, and stick with us as we get this one into the air. Lots of people will ask you about the safety aspects of this project. Yes, we'll be jumping into that later on in the series, so don't go anywhere. Lots to do. Let's get into it. All right, so we're back in the workshop, and we've got the TIG welder. Yes. Okay, so we're going to put some tacks on. This is what we'll be working on. This part here, so we need to clean it up, jump on the bench grinder. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to make up a second bracket of these. So we've got that one there, and effectively what's going to happen is this beam's going to go into here, from motor to motor, and then another one is going to go across here, just like this. So it's going to go across like that, so she's all go. So it's going to make up another one of them. Alright, so we've got some acetone here just to clean it all up. Okay. We're just clamping the last little bits up now for this first piece. Trying to get it as straight as possible. And a little hard with the fact that it's round. Clamp it once, clamp it twice. That fell off, so clamp it again. Okay, you're done. We'll just leave it like that on the side of the aircraft. So adjusting the settings, opening the gas vent. How's that? Much better. Yeah, let's hold it. Yeah, it's no hold. TIG welding is quite fine work. That's what makes it cool. Yep. Making some progress. Okay, so make sure you stick around to the very end where we'll see how this looks with motors on and mounted. Yeah, so we turned it over. This is the other side of it. It didn't fall apart when we flipped over, so that's a good thing. Always a good thing. Always a good thing. Gas is on. What's it say on your side? It says 130 amps. All right. Which seems to be about right for this guy. Okay, here we go again. Double tacked. Welding, hey? What do you think of it? I think it's cool. Cool to get back into it. It's been a little while. Been a little while, yeah. But it is cool there. The idea of the game, you basically take your time. Add a bit of heat, add the filler. It's kind of a bit, I guess it's like a bit like brazing really, isn't it? We're not the masters of welding, but we do our best. Looking good. Thanks. Okay, so we're just cutting up some more tubing, getting it all prepped for the frame structure. Coming on pretty nicely. And we're just putting some scallops back into these. That way it can marry up with another piece. And then the weld will be perfectly in line. So just keep at it, and then we'll be back into welding. Yeah. It's One, go! H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, yeah! Welcome to the H-Outdoor Racing Show! And we are your hosts, I'm Harry.
And I am Richard. Thank you very much for joining in on the Drone Pack series.
Yes, the ultimate DIY jetpack. Flight pack, yes, a flight pack. Yes, there you go. And that's what it's all about. Inspired from movies like 007, of course, where Sean Connery puts on a jetpack and flies up into the air. So that's, effectively, it's a 2026 version of that sort of thing.
That's right, and of course, things like Ironman. Who doesn't want to fly?
And so far, where's the story taken us?
Okay, so originally we started with a concept design. Originally, it was a dead cat, push, X-frame type design. And then, of course, we continued our progress into the design development stage, which of course is now into the H-frame.
Yes, and from the last episode, where did we get to? We got up to the part of just starting the tack welding on the pillbox.
So we cut up all the aluminium parts to the right sizes. We scallop them all out so that way you'd be able to weld them that much easier, and there'd be a lot more heat transfer between the parts. Like you were saying, we welded up one side, so we're gonna continue and ideally tack up the whole thing. Just enough so we can make sure everything's gonna be where it should be, but it will hold together at the end.
Yes, and also the other thing what we'll be looking at is developing the design to make it a bit more streamlined, a bit more sexier, a bit more in the line of 007, not just a big giant frame on the back. We want to reduce that so you can see the pillbox, you can see the electronics, and they'll be installed in the series. So
That's
make
right.
sure you stick around to see all that coming up. You can also go back and check out the full series, and that's in the playlist.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Go and check out the full series. We'll dive into it.
Yeah, we'll get back into the action. And I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard, and let's get back into it.
Harry's cleaned up some new pieces, and it's going pretty well. Polishing them all up, preparing them all. Another 2 more pieces to go. Perfect. Any welder, gas welder, there's 2 dials here. You'll notice one measures how much gas there is still in the tank, so anyway, at 1.5, and over here we've got the gas coming in. Okay, let's get into it. All right.
I felt this way before, so
Okay, so we've got our 2 trusty side panels, which of course are the ones that go here and here, replacements. One's still pretty hot, so got the gloves on. This is quite warm still. And of course you'll notice straight off the bat that the width has changed a bit, just because we wanted to get it a bit more streamlined. The Pelican box itself. So effectively it's going to go like that. We've got another 2 on the bottom, so that's what we're going to put on. Another one underneath that, and then of course we're going to do these 2 horizontals. So let's dive into that bottom brace. Here's another one. Okay, we're gonna go for first 90-degree tack. Okay, here we go. See if that was kind of... Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so now we're gonna tack. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Hey, I'm tacking in between where the Pelican pillbox is.
Okay, so we've got first 2 tacks out of the way. Try and put some more down. Got it. I think it's holding. Try again. Okay. We'll check to see if it's straight. Alrighty. Hopefully. It's good. Also good. Well done. Also good. Okay, some more tacks going down. Lighting up. You all good? Yep. Nice. Looks pretty good on there. Hey? Looks good on that side. It's just starting to pull over to you, slightly pulling. So I'll just pull it slightly towards me. Okay. Okay, so I'll tack that one. Okay, now I've got 2 more tacks to do. Okay, situation report. What's happening, Richard? It's coming together. And hopefully I'm doing the tacks right. We'll find out in a bit.
Lighting up. And this side, closest to me.
Allowing for the heat warping. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Spot on. Okay. got some more filament rod. And that's how the cam goes. They come in these little things. There's another one. Like a candy cane. What was that movie called? That said that?
Joyride.
Joyride. Okay. Can you close my visor, please? This one? Yeah. The werewolf needs to see. Believes as I say. Okay, so here we are, another day, another frame to stick together, weld together, assemble, marry together. A marriage. You can see straight away it's a lot slimmer, a lot more sexier design than the mock version, but we're looking at level. So there you go, ting ting ting, ting ting ting, ting ting ting, ting ting ting, and then over here, so ting ting ting, and most importantly, law.
It's the ground.
It's the ground level.
It is.
That's it. You know, so if we'd done that and it wasn't level, that would be bad. But let's get into the assembly of the arm structure. We just call it the backpack arms. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's what it makes sense. It makes somewhat sense. Man, that's tricky. Tricky because the filler rod's too long. I can cut it in half. Just cut it in half. Getting into some advanced moves, doing it upside down now. Which is lying down, get this perfect tack. People asking out there might be thinking, why didn't they just do it on the bench? But it's flat on the ground. We're like the Tackosaurus right now. Tackosaurus. Okay, so we are looking good, I think. We'll put some tacks in, and I'm just going to add a couple more tacks before we take off the clamps, and then we can flip it upside down and do the internal tacks. This thing will be tacked so good that it can never come apart. It may be even better than welding it. The spirit levels were saying it was pretty good, and I would say that our spirit animal of this build would be the werewolf, because Richard's got one on his helmet. There you go, that's our spirit animal for this build. Not sure if that's relevant, but... Okay, so here we are, and what we're going to be doing now is we're flipping it upside down so we can start doing the internal tacks. It may be overkill, but we want this thing to be rigid and not fall apart when we are going into the next section. Okay, so here we are, guys, and we're going to do the crucial arms. Yep. Yeah, pretty much it. Cool. And I'll hold it, and then Rich will tack it as the plan. Can you flip my visor down? Thanks. Some people can say this is the most important tack of the build. Of tack history. Teamwork, guys, teamwork. Is it level? Nope. Yeah. Okay, let's put this tack in. Come on, baby. Let's get this done. Check it once, check it 1,000 times. Keep checking. And you can see that it is taking shape. There you go, aluminium fillet. There you go, which is a welding machine now. Just move the ground again. So she's just moving that little clamp. Must not be getting a perfect bind to get the flow of electricity through the aluminium. Okay guys, so there you go. We did a lot of welding and tacking last night, and it's looking pretty good. Let's go and have a look at it. So we've taken it off the mock version, and you can see straight away this is it here, and here it is. So it's just tacked in place. This is not the complete weld, but we can see that straight away the framing of the Pelican box has come in significantly from the original. It's coming a bit more sleeker because that's what we want on the design. We want it parallel with the pill box on the back as well. And later on in the series we'll be adding the flight controller, electronics and batteries and all that sort of stuff that's going there, and also other things like ESCs that'll need to be all mounted. Yeah, so lots to do.
Yeah, and weld it up properly.
And yes, most importantly, we're going to do the welds properly. Also things like safety guards and those sorts of things, and exoskeleton, will be jumping into that. It looks like it fits better. There you go, guys. What do you think? Yeah, it looks more streamlined. Is it heavier? Is it lighter? Don't know. Much of a muchness, really.
It'd be similar, I think.
Similar kind of weight, yeah. There you go. All right. So, back to H&R Racing HQ. Okay, yeah, so just like that, we've come to the end of this episode, but make sure you go back and check out the full series, how we got to this point.
It's very exciting at this point in time to get into the TIG welding, specifically aluminium welding, something that we've been wanting to do for a while, and it's good to finally get around to doing it.
Yes, exciting stuff. And also, what else has been happening on the channel?
Lots of stuff. So we're working on different things. We've been dropping the Mark III RC wingsuit from height, from mid-air. That's been happening. We did a maiden test flight on the coaxial concept RC aircraft, and of course we built and tested RC wingsuit delivery aircraft. Okay, so moving on to the next section, the movie of the week.
Get Smart, yes, the remake. Yeah, there you go. That's where it's at, and it's nothing like Maxwell Smart out there doing his thing. That's pretty cool. Control versus chaos.
That's right, and of course Steve Carell comes back into that one, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and of course Anne Hathaway. So
yeah, it's a funny one, a different version to the original, and I guess a shout out to the original one as well, because it's just that cool.
No, okay. I guess it inspired the writers and the director of that one to make another one.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so there you go, the movie of the week.
Final thoughts.
Yes, so for me it was just good to get the frame all together, all structurally nearly secure.
You were going to say sound, weren't you? Structurally sound.
Yeah, it's not quite there yet. We've got a little bit more to do in the welding side of things, and go through over the top of those tacks and get it all rock solid. We may have to put some more structural beams in so that it doesn't move it all in flight, but it's looking good. Let us know in the comments what you're thinking. If there's some more we need to add or
subtract.
Let us know what you think.
And of course, we have to thank all our sponsors. A special note to T-Motor, making this particular series possible. Of course, we have to thank you. Most importantly of all, remember to tune into our live streams. They happen once a week as well. And Patreon, if you want to speed us up and get us that much closer into the air, you can go and support us on there. And of course, all our other social media platforms as well.
There you go. A lot to take in. And we'll see each other next week or on live stream. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
And let's get into it.
And 3, 2, 1, go!
H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing.
Yeah!